Hello, everybody, and welcome to another video with yours truly, Lavinia. I am your transformation coach, and I offer a mentorship program to young ladies that helps them to heal from trauma so that they can walk into their purpose. And we go over points and tips that transforms one's life using the word of God and practical tools. So, with that being said, if you have not already done so, hit that like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Over here, we talk about everything God. We go over things that deals with beauty, so hair and eyelashes and different stuff like that. If that's stuff that you like, make sure you join the tribe. Don't be afraid. Don't be a stranger. And thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. Yay! Welcome to the family. And I just thank God for you. Thank God that you saw him in me, or you saw God in me enough to go ahead and subscribe and be a part of the tribe. So God bless you. I promise you that if you stay connected to what God is doing, God will not disappoint you, and he will begin to slowly transform you as you literally take the word and apply it. Don't just hear the word, also be a doer. That is how you see transformation. So, if you see a little light shining in my pupils, do not be alarmed, my brother or my sister, whichever one watching this, because I do have a flashlight on my phone that is shining the light on me. So don't let it distract you, okay? So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the topic of this video. I wanted to talk to my sisters today. Again, I'm sorry, brothers, but this is for my sisters. And the reason why I wanted to talk to you is because I know that a lot of you all are expecting a breakthrough in the area of marriage. And I don't want to be cliche. It's just a lot of YouTube videos going on through the internet and on YouTube that are practically saying a lot of the same things over and over. Some of them are from God, and I believe it, and some of them are just people being trying to be seen. And so I'm definitely trying to make sure that I pray and ask God what to say and how to say. I'm in prayer for that, and I do pray all the time for my content so that whatever I speak, it will literally help someone to come closer to God, to get to know God, to be delivered, to be set free. The Bible declares that we will know the truth, and the truth to do what? It's going to set you free. So, that being said, when you like this content and when you share this content, what it does, it allows others to be blessed. It allows the kingdom of heaven to be expanded in this earth, in the region, wherever you are. When you share, when you sow your seed of sharing, what it does, it allows other people to be able to be reached with the gospel of Jesus Christ. That is our mission and our goal. No matter if you see me doing beauty or whatever, my goal is always to do that, to be able to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ in all nations, making disciples of men. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into the topic of today. And the topic for today is going to be towards the ladies, and it's going to be dealing with, why you have to heal before you deal. And one of the reasons why I am talking about this is because, for one, it's been in my spirit for several days. And I just know that it's something that the women of God need. And so I want to be that big sister, that auntie that you never had, that will tell you the truth. It may hurt, it may sting, it may not feel good, but sis, do not harden your heart, because anything that I say to you, anything that I give you is all in love. And it's because of my journey and process that I'm even able to be before you, to tell you the things that I tell you, to talk to you about things that deals with demons and different stuff like that. It's not to be spooky or to try to be this spooky person. It's not that. It's more so of me telling you things that happen in my journey to help to prevent things that you may experience that may happen to you in your journey. And so with that being said, why do you have to heal before you deal? Why do you have to go through a process before you deal? What is the deal? The deal is getting married. The deal is being in a committed relationship with a guy. Because here's the thing. The truth is that if you get into a relationship and you have not went through the process, and if you get into a relationship and you have not solidified a relationship with God, the things that will happen in that relationship will cause you to nearly want to run out of it. And one thing that you do not want to do is get into a relationship and end it quick as it began. When I got into the relationship with my husband, I did not realize how broken I was, and I did not realize the stuff that was in my heart that God needed to deal with. I did not realize that I still needed healing from trauma. I did not realize that I was still dealing with demons on the inside that were tormenting me, the demons of my past, things that was like a wound that the enemy was using to afflict and to afflict me in, and just not knowing about the things of God. It's just certain things that I did not have prior to getting married to my husband. And I have been married before. I didn't heal from that. I didn't get delivered from the stuff that I had to deal with him. And so with that being said, and so with that being said, you really truly have to be mindful, and you truly have to be careful, because the enemy will make you think that you're ready for something when you are really, in fact, you're really not. And God can show you something, but in your anxiousness to have something, you will run into a thing, not understanding the time of a thing, right? So I want to tell you to heal before you deal, because if you heal before you deal, and if you reveal the things if you allow God to reveal the things that are in your heart that needs to be healed, that needs to be dealt with, that God needs to take out of your heart, and you truly get the understanding and knowledge in that area, so that that thing will never be a thing that can overtake you again. You'll go into a marriage thinking that you are ready just off of mere understanding that you are called to be a wife. But it's not so. It's not that way. And if I hadn't have messed up, if I hadn't have went through trial and error, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I wouldn't have tools. I wouldn't have knowledge. I wouldn't be able to pour into you, sis. I wouldn't be able to talk to you, sis. I wouldn't have the information that I need to give to you so that you can take that information and apply it to your life. I wouldn't. And a lot of us, we want to go and move on and go to the next place without first understanding where we are now. Without understanding where you are currently. I dealt with the husband and wife, spirit spouse. If you have not watched that, go back to my other videos and watch those videos too, because those videos are very important. Because a lot of times we don't understand, why are we so active in relationships, cannot keep one, but can get one but can't keep one. Get one but never see marriage. Get one but all you do is keep having sex with different people and different men. And the spirit spouse in the marine kingdom will definitely heighten your sensitivity to those things. It will reveal the truth to you so that you can have an understanding of why. I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but a lot of times we deal with things and we don't understand what it is we're dealing with. I came to shine the light on dark areas. I came to proclaim liberty to the captives. I came to set the oppressed free. I came to truly, 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 truly. Oh God, I came to not only preach good tidings to the poor, but I came to proclaim the reality of God's truth to nations of people who really don't have an understanding of truth. And a lot of times we say it's your season for this and it's your season for that. You have to go through a process in order to even see the manifestation of that thing that God spoke over you. We want the things, but we don't want the process. And I'm telling you, if you don't heal, and if you don't allow God to do a work in your heart, I mean truly surrender to God and allow God to be the one and only in top priority. Because when you get married, a lot of stuff you're going to try to do is going to be for your husband. But I don't know about you, but I don't want to be a wife that so focused on her husband and treating him like the major lord in life and not really paying God any attention. But when you don't heal from trauma, when you don't heal from wounds, when you don't heal from your scars, when you don't heal from abandonment and rejection, see, you need deliverance from these things, but you also need healing. And when you don't get the healing that you need, and also deliverance, but that's another video, then you will go into a thing prematurely and you will wreck that thing that you have. So it'll almost be like, why get married? Why get married? A lot of times we don't want to sit down and take the time to literally study and do the work. And as a result of us not being willing to study and do the work, we end up in situations that are not so good. Or you end up with the one that God has called you to be with. But then all hell just seems to consistently you can't get a break. You can't get peace. I'm not talking about the warfare because that comes with it. But I'm talking about the things that are in you that God needs to heal and deal. You need to let God have access to that now before you get into a relationship. Because you'll make a mistake of thinking that just because God has spoken to you and told you that it's your season, that you don't have a part to play. A lot of people say it's your season, but for a lot of you, it's not your season. Can you handle the truth? Can you really handle the truth that right now you're in a place where you need to understand what a spirit spouse is, what the marine kingdom is, and how it affects your life before you start trying to be a wife to somebody that you don't even know how to be alone and enjoy that? I remember I would ask God, why do I hop from man to man? Why every time I have a relationship, why does it seem like no matter what I do in this relationship, that it just it doesn't seem to fulfill what I want it to? Why? Could it be that there's a spirit spouse attached to you? Could it be that a spirit spouse does not want you to fully have a relationship with anyone? Yes, it wants you to have sex with men so it can continue to germinate and sow seed. But it does not want you to have a successful marriage because it wants to be married to you. But then it don't really want you because it's a demon. It just want to suck the life out of you, what's in you. And you wonder why I can't seem to get ahead. Man, why all of this stuff going on in my life? You got to come up against that with fasting, praying, and knowing and understanding it and learning about it. You got to reprogram your mind. You got to go through the healing process. Because what happens when the spirit spouses come in, they leave residue. They leave a trace behind them. And you have to not only pray and uproot everything and ask God to remove the residue, but you have to get the healing, because now that has happened, you now have to go and get the healing from the effects of it. It or else that thing is going to try to come back, and then it's going to try to come back worse. And so I don't want you to just think about being a wife. I want you to prepare your personal life so that when you as you evolve into that space in your life, that you will be equipped. Because it's not good enough to just say I'm a wife by paper, but in real life, you don't, the capacity of a wife is something that scares you. You need to heal before you deal. You need to heal before you get into a relationship with the guy. Because if you don't heal before you get into the relationship with the guy, you're going to sabotage the relationship. And then you're going to be in the same place you was at to begin with. So take time to go through whatever you need to do to get the healing that you need, and ask the Holy Spirit to definitely help you in this process. God said he will heal the broken heart and bind their wounds. That's a prayer point for you. God, heal my broken heart and bind every wound. Show me and shine a light on areas within me that needs to be healed, that I can't see. Every area of brokenness that needs to be mended. Show me those areas, God, and then give me the strategy in your word so that I can truly heal for real and be set free. This is a season of great revealing. This is a season of great exposure. This is a season where God is truly exposing and shining the light in darkness in our lives. Let him shine the light of darkness. Let him shine the light in darkness, not of darkness, but in darkness. In every dark place in your life, let the light of God shine in those areas so that you can get what you need to get, so that you can be set free. Because I'm telling you, you don't want to get married just yet if you have not healed first. And you know you have not healed first because the fruit in your life speaks for itself. How do I know I need healing, Lavinia? How do I know I need healing? Check your life. Is it stagnant? Are you growing? Are you more bitter? Are you angry all the time? These are signs that you need to go through a healing process. These are signs that you need to go through healing. Maybe something happened to you. Maybe you were molested. Maybe you were raped. Maybe, somebody did something to you in a way that really just caused a traumatic mental cycle in your brain to happen and to form. You need God to free you from that, and only he can free you. When you get free from God, that thing that you see, I'm telling you, you will have the dominion over it will be so great. Because God literally set you free, and it's not just a thought in your head that you're free. You see and feel the freedom. Only God can give you that. And it is a process. But if you commit to God and you take one day at a time, and every day you come into him and you're humbling yourself before God about it, and you're not hiding it, and you're not putting a mask over it, God is he's going to help you. God is literally, he's going to show up for you. He's God. If he say he'll do something, he literally mean he'll do it. He's not going to lie to you about it and play with you about it. The thing is, do you trust him enough to take that from you? Or are you so comfortable with the pain? Are you so familiar with the pain that you're not willing to allow God to remove that out of your life because it's comfortable and it allows you a level of comfort to have that pain? It gives you attention to have that pain. You want people to feel sorry for you because you have that pain. And the truth be told, people ain't feeling sorry for you. They really don't want to hear your story because it ain't helping nobody. So if you need to be behind the scenes working on these things, because these are things that men, good quality men, want to see. They want to know, what will you bring to the table? Sorrow, valley, pain, anger, resentment, or will you bring peace, love, joy, kindness, understanding, meekness, fruitfulness? Will you be in your purpose, walking in destiny, fully accomplishing the goals that God has given you? Or will you wallow in what happened to you? Or will you use the pain to help you heal from it, but then get the strategy and the lessons from it through going through the process of developing? Or will you use this pain to have a woe is me story? Because God said he'll give you beauty for your ashes. Have you went to God for your beauty? Or are you still wallowing in ashes? See, it's up to you to get up and make a decision to change your life. No one's going to come to you and do that for you. You've got to be willing to get up from that place and do the work it takes. You know that you need healing. You know something ain't right. And if you want that good godly man, I ain't talking about just no any man. I'm talking about a good godly man. There's a difference. There's a difference. And if that's the man that you want, you really gonna have to do some work. You really gonna have to, you really gonna have to put in more effort to getting things done internally. It's all right to look good here. That's cool. You're supposed to take care of yourself. But what's in here? What's behind this, in the shell inside of here? When who are you? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Who are you outside of the makeup, outside of the hair, the bundles, outside of all that? What do you have to offer? And if you can't answer that question right now, you don't need to be married. I remember when I was with my ex-husband, I never understood why he would be so angry with me, because I used to always be sick and I could barely keep a job, hold a job. I mean, I used to be sick. I would get a job, but it wouldn't last. And my ex-husband never liked it. And he would be so upset and would be frustrated with life. And now I see that was never cool. I could have done better things to get my health on track. And I'm not putting myself down. These are just things that I need an improvement in. But I did not do that. But now that I'm over here and now I see the bigger picture, I see reality now, I'm able to look back and say, man, I understand now why I should have never even been at a place mentally where I thought it was okay for a man to take care of me. I should have never been at a place mentally where I thought it was okay for a man to pay all the bills and I do nothing but be pretty and sit at home and clean and think that that's okay. I need to have something going for myself, even if you are a stay-at-home mom and you have a husband that does go out and work and he don't mind you being at home. You still need to be doing something, because guess what? God put something in you to do. So this is not a time, that's not cute to be lazy and pretty. Just because you're pretty don't mean you got a pass to be lazy. You need to be educating yourself, getting some knowledge and some understanding in you. You need to be able to help him with the endeavors of life. You need to be able, if he needs you, you got his back. You need to be able to be, resourceful. Resourceful. Not just, oh, I can help you in your business. What if he don't need help in his business? What else do you have to offer besides that? Can you yourself go out and go buy and consider a field after you talk to your spouse? Huh? Can you? Can you? Be at least working towards that stuff now so that you can. Because when you get married, it's not like a business contract where you just get out of it because it get hard. Because now you're stuck in it and you don't know what to do because you didn't go through the process before you got married. That's the trap that most women fall in. They think, oh, once I get married, everything gonna be all right. My husband gonna do this XYZ for me. But that's not necessarily true, because when you are a kingdom woman, what God does is he begins to strip that stuff away from you. He begins to remove that stuff away from you. So now what? Now that God has stripped that stuff away from you, now what you gonna do? Because you're not supposed to depend on a man. I'm not saying don't allow a man to be a man. I'm saying don't sit in the house and be lazy and do nothing. Even if you are at home, you need to be doing something. Not just cleaning up the kitchen, cleaning up that starts first. But what else are you doing? Are you birthing vision inside of your own self, inside of your own life? And if you can say that as a single woman that you're not doing that, and you expect a man to just come and take care of you and just be your all in all be all, it don't work like that. Men are not looking for people they have to take care of. I said it. Men are looking for helpmeets. I'm talking about good quality men. I'm not talking about these fluky people that, don't want to change. I'm talking about real men. I'm talking about a real man who desires to be a husband to a good queen, a woman. You have to, excuse me, you have to be in a place where you can truly help him. And not just between what's in between the left and the right leg. Okay? So before you heal, sis. Don't allow the pressures of society and a time clock to overall determine, you know what I'm saying, um your readiness. You need to be praying and talking to God, because only God knows your time. He knows the time. And you should be so focused on God and what he has called you to do that you're not even looking, wondering